Student media has exploded. TV stations, blogging, radio and newspapers are just some of the ways in which the youth of today are able to get themselves heard to prepare for a job in the media. More and more universities and colleges are becoming equipped with the means to give power to the students. But what can one student really do? What should one student really do? And how far can you really take investigative journalism and radio DJing? One such student asking these questions and many more is Theodore Mann.
Christ, my shows. Well, I mean, they were quite successful, but people complained, they got pulled. That's the nature of the shock jock, I suppose. There was I'm Not Half the Man I Used to Be with Theodore Mann. That was when me and my producer, we went to, Lancaster Hospital? Yeah. We interviewed all the amputees in the hospital. I'm not half the man I used to be. Ones with legs getting cut off, arms, just diabetics and the elderly. No one important, And they stopped letting us in after we made that toddler cry. Why am I so controversial? Because I can be, okay? When I do radio, I get imaginative, first times ideas, you get creative. It works well for me, get this. A couple of weeks ago, climbed a tree, right in there with Mother Nature, right? Did an entire radio show from the top of a mighty oak. Phenomenal, okay? They loved it. God, what else did we have? We had, of Mice and Man with Theodore Mann. You see, I'm quite a cultured guy, so I thought incorporate a little bit of classic literature. It was, of course, an audiobook of Steinbeck's classic novel, except all the way through I hinted at this strong homosexual subtext between George and Lenny. And I also changed the ending a little bit, added an extra chapter, brought it into the 21st century. It was just basically that Lenny was an android sent from the future to kill Curly. People said I was meddling with the classic, and the Literature Society were outraged. I mean, they went mental. These are the kinds of original, creative, never done before radio things I can come up with, and they piss Buzzkill Phil off to no end, so that's a bonus as well. You know what he calls me, I'm the radio unicorn, because no one's ever shot anything like I've shot before. That's just how it is. Listen, I should have been on Earth 3 minutes ago, so I'm gonna go. But you still want to see me tomorrow? Are you still shooting me tomorrow? Yeah.
Theodore Mann is upset. Today, he received an email from the management committee of the station informing him he's received too many complaints for his behaviour on air. As a result, he will have to attend a meeting with the chief of broadcasts to determine his future with the station.
You're here early. What's be the best thing you've ever shot? Are you rolling? Yeah, okay. 3, 2, 1. That's what I think of the bastard who reported me to the committee for swearing on her, Oh, it's fine, you all want to listen to Beyonce and all that crap, verbal diarrhea. But if I call David Cameron a donkey with for eyes, too far all of a sudden, well, whoever reported me, you can go yourselves. I'm going nowhere. This is Theodore Mann, coming at you with all the power of a mighty hawk. You're listening to the Iron Man on 87.7 Bellrig FM, and it's time for me to go now, but fear not, I'll see you all next week at some point. Bye-bye. In fact, I've got a meeting tomorrow with Buzzkill Phil to discuss my future on Earth, so you might not hear me for a while. So yeah, just let that one sink in.
The warning, whilst unpredicted and outrageous to Mann, came as no shock to many of his listeners who tuned in just to hear Mann's unique take on the world and its events combined with his shocking radio style. Mann had received many warnings from his previous exploits.
So in conclusion, okay, you've got thousands of people on death row, You've got thousands of families in Africa who can't afford to eat. I mean, put 2 and 2 together, people. Come on, it's not a hard problem to solve. Jesus was dead, then he came back to life. And what does that make him, Lancaster? He's a zombie. I don't know about you, listeners, but I do not want my Lord and Saviour to be a legion of the undead. Okay? That's just not cricket. The Queen is dead. AIDS. Of course, I'm talking about Freddie Mercury, the Queen. Not Her Royal Highness, of course, but, I mean, she could have AIDS, Who knows what they get up to at those royal parties. Check this out. He's booked a whole meeting room and everything. This guy draws some water. He's a bit pompous, and listen, he doesn't know you guys are with me, so, just make it easy.
I'll deal with it, it's no problem. Look, I'm going to have to call you back. Theodore.
Buzzkill Phil! How you doing?
How you doing? Don't touch me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and don't call me that either.
Oh, sorry. Phil Connors.
Theodore, what are these?
Yeah, documentary crew want to follow around the most controversial man on campus, so, yeah.
I'd rather they weren't here for this.
Ooh, you get the man, you get the crew. That's how it goes.
Okay, well, it's only going to take 5 minutes anyway, so.
Okay.
Fine.
What can I do for you?
Long and short of it, Theodore, is you're bringing in the listeners.
Thank you very much.
But you're a little bit too controversial for Belrig.
Too controversial for Belrig?
It's becoming a bit of a problem. The swearing, for a start, and then we've got all those stories, the lies you're telling on air. It's a serious problem.
The swear words are funny. This is what brings in the listeners. This is why I'm a shock jock.
No.
Phil.
Yeah, but look, I'm gonna have to let you go.
You're gonna have to let me go.
Yeah.
From Belrig.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna crack a smile. He's to wind up. He's gonna crack a smile.
Theodore, you're gone.
How can you let me go? I'm the most popular DJ. I mean, I've put my heart and soul and blood and sweat and tears and about 4 other bodily fluids into this station to make it what it is.
Yeah, I think we'll manage without you.
Do you manage without me? Oh, do you? Do you think you'll manage without me?
Yeah.
Right, fine. Well, I know when I'm not wanted. Buzzkill Phil. So yeah, thanks very much. You're not getting You're not getting rid of man. Not getting rid of man.
This is exactly why.
You're not getting rid of man. Enjoy your apple. Fuck you, mate. Not a loss for me. Not a loss for me.
This is exactly it. He's such a Jesus.
It's been 9 days since Mann was fired from the station. Nobody has seen or heard from the infamous shock jock since the dramatic exit. With no ending to their film and fearing for Mann's health, the documentary crew pay a visit to his house.
Well, he's not been the same since he got fired off the show. He's not been going into uni. His room stinks just because he's not showered in such a long time. It seems like he's changed. He's drank loads of gin and whiskey. He just leaves the bottles outside the door. You guys are more than welcome to go and have a word with him. Please.
It's just really odd. He just walks around his room all the time singing Wuthering Heights by Kate Bush.
I mean, there's only so many times you can listen to somebody shout Heathcliff out the window at 5 a.m. in the morning. It's just...
I think we're just all really worried about him and we'll make sure he's okay.
It's Kathy! Oh, it's me! Oh, it's Heathcliff! Come home! Seb, it's me, it's Mann, it's Theodore Mann. You still love Theodore Mann, even though he took him off the radio, you still love Mann, I can tell you here. Seb, Prince to pauper, okay? For hero to zero, yeah? For etc, etc. The point is, Seb, they took me off. I was king and they took me off. Lewis! It's Lewis, the sound guy! It's Lewis the sound guy. I've not seen you in ages, man. How you doing? Oh, Lewis, I need help, Lewis. I need help. I really do. I need help.
It's been 3 days since the Wuthering Heights incident and nothing has been heard of Theodore Mann. The crew are starting to fear for the future of their documentary when they receive some alarming news.
Hello, children. A little late to the party, aren't we, eh? Listen, you wanted some controversy for your documentary. You're about to get it, right? Okay? Riddle me this. How do they take me off the air if I break in and bolt the door shut? It's fantastic. It's the best idea I've ever had, right? And Theodore Mann goes out. He's going out in one big blaze of orgasmic glory. King of the castle. Come on in, boys. Oh, I'm home.
Theodore Mann has decided to take one final bow to the world before leaving the radio for good.
Hello, baby. Right, if you guys want to set up somewhere else, I might be a while. I've got some settling to do. Final broadcast of Theodore Mann. Let's bolt this door shut. My name's Theodore Mann. This is my final broadcast. Sit there and you watch your television, you listen to your radios, and you think your team go, "Oh, John, it's not that funny today. Oh, that man just said a bad word. Let's phone in and sue him." David, fuck you! What are you doing?
Is it my imagination, or have I finally found something worth living for?
But if Sweetness can win, and it can win. And I will see you tomorrow, my brother, to high five you. I'll still be around. Peace.